Hello, my name is Sylvia, and welcome back for another episode of Therapy as USA. In previous episode, we had a bit of fights with the various native nations over here, which does of course mean that our colonies are growing a bit faster. I believe at least with you two we've got that. I don't remember who was the other one though. Because we're going to have a look at through on diplomacy, that probably tells us. Ah, right. Ichitapi. Which is up here. Right, that's mostly on the Canadian side though, so we won't be getting a whole lot out of it. But I suppose that's alright. Anyway, the columns are growing quickly. We've got quite a bit of things queued up with the construction queue. We're of course also increasing the construction capacity even further. It's already 200 and we're only getting started really. So of course with the economy being already fairly strong, the investment pool is still growing and it's already sitting at 21 million pounds in there. So, yeah, it's going to take a while. We also got some gold mines being built in California. I don't know if there's actually any other places. Not by the looks of it. So we've built up all of the gold thus far. I suppose that's fair. I'm sure that there will be more gold discovered, mind you, but thus far that is about it. There we go, the construction sectors are done, so that should get us to at least, I think it was 225 that we should be ending up with after those were built. Yeah, that seems to be the case. Right, so we're getting another university as well, so that's quite handy. And what are we actually... Oh, right, so Quinine is going to be done in 5 months. That should also allow us to then increase the colonial affairs investment by another level, which will speed up the colony growth a little bit. Of course, it's going to be growing a lot more once we complete a few more of these states. We might be hitting the cap at some point. We are not quite there yet. Montana is not too far off. But then South Dakota still has a lot of area to take. Minnesota is not too bad either. Is there actually any more states that we could start incorporating? No, we are incorporating already quite a few of them, aren't you? But no, there's not any more to add into that quite yet. Although I suspect once we get the Mexican session... Once we get the Mexican session... that should allow us to... It probably means that these will be homelands for us, which will then mean that we'll be able to core those a lot faster. At least in theory. Now, we'll see how it goes. Oh, harvest condition. Right, moderate rainfall in Virginia. 18 states, okay. It's not the worst, but it could be potentially bad in the long run. Now, we're not trying to pass any laws, but if I remember correctly, our current government doesn't it doesn't really support a whole lot of new laws. It's mostly regression, which we don't really want to be doing on this playthrough. So I guess we'll just mostly wait for the Republican Party to get in power again. Hopefully the next election will go a bit better for them. But we shall see. Let's get the university up to the top of the list, just so that we can complete that a little bit faster. We do need to increase the innovation a lot more. I mean, it's currently at 76, which isn't terrible, but it's just about half of what we could have at the max right now, so we might want to increase that quite a bit. So I do actually wonder, so what is actually spreading to us right now? Shell gun? Well, that's something that we'll be researching anyway, so that's probably going to be completed before we even get to that. And then there's the postal savings in society and mechanized workshop in production. So that's kind of handy. So the postal savings, that is... Yeah, after that, there's only going to be psychiatry that will be spreading, or will be left to spread, I suppose. Or be researched one way or the other. Ah, California's having some... Oh, is that because of the... Oh, yeah, it's torrential rainfalls over here. Okay, we might need to get some railways over here, though. Well, but first we'll maybe do a port. Then maybe a railway. Just to get a bit of infrastructure in here. And I do actually wonder... So, New Granada, we are unable to get you to the faction yet. Yeah, it looks like our adventure might actually be diminishing a little bit. Yeah, it will be. Mostly because they're getting more and more of their own influence there. I mean, fair enough, I suppose. Fair enough. I believe we do have a embassy with you, though. Yes, we do. So that does give us a bit more leverage, but yeah, that's not quite enough, I'm afraid. Now, I suppose another thing... Did we have Argentina that we had? Yeah, we've got the embassy in there. But we don't have the influence yet, even nearly. Or nowhere close, rather. So that's going to take a while. We are getting another gold mine just about now. Of course, the construction efficiency in California right now is not very high. Mostly because the turmoil is causing a lot of the issues, and also, I suppose, the coastal forest is reducing the efficiency to some degree. And I suppose also because it's not incorporated, that's going to have a bit of impact as well, potentially. Well, I'm not actually entirely sure. It will eventually be done, though. It's just going to take a while. There we go. So Minnesota is, I believe, 3? Yeah, 3. Oh, there we go. There's Quinnin. There's 3 being done there, and I believe we should be able to now increase the institution for colonial affairs. Might as well. So we do have a shipyard underway. We've got a whole lot of other things as well underway. Ooh, we got a decision. What do we have? We have the American West Frontier. Oh. Sure, we'll do that. And just the person. Who do we send in? Okay, so experienced, offensive, charismatic, okay. Open terrain, commander, ambitious. Meticulous, supply requisition. Oh, I think we're going to send the supply requisition expert, actually. It will cost us a little bit, but I think that might be, or I reckon that would probably have some benefits for doing that mission. Oh, Wyoming is also not too far from being completed. What do we have here? Undiscovered plant species. A member of the expedition has asked for a few days to stop and collect samples of previously unknown plant species. We could get more prestige. We'll still get a little bit of progress. You know what? Sure, we'll get delayed slightly, but that's fine. Because the prestige doesn't mean that we are now number 4 on the Great Powers list. I don't think we have the 4th highest prestige yet, because there's some nations that are unrecognized, or are subject nations that they can't be high enough in there. But I suppose we could quickly have a look at the ledger. So prestige-wise, we're number 6, technically speaking. Behind the French by about 100 points. So we are above the Austrians, at least. The difference is not huge, though. We've got a lot higher GDP, but of course they've probably got a lot larger army, is the problem. And we'll need to probably increase our armies a decent bit overall. But we've got quite a bit of things being built. In fact, what we might want to do, first of all, let's make sure that the 2 universities over here are prioritized. I mean, once we're done with the California things, it's going to get a little bit faster progress as well on the various construction things. A new quest. As the expedition advances, the prioritization of tasks increases in importance, and Thomas Jessup has started a log in which he keeps track of what every man must do. Hunting must be prioritized, or it's impressive that we find a settlement. I think we're going to try to go for hunting. It could end up badly. Hunting. Expedition men who have been sent hunting have found an area by the riverbank filled with every animal that they had encountered during their travel. Question is, which one to hunt? We cannot afford any risk, go for small animal. So this is 1/3 risk of small peril or minor peril, and 2/3 chance of minor progress. Or we need the food, go for the big game. So it's a 1/4 chance of minor peril, a 1/4 chance of peril, and half or 50% chance for progress. I think we're going to take a, you know, more guaranteed success. We don't want to gamble too much here. We're not necessarily in like an insane hurry to complete this expedition, but we do want to make sure that we actually complete it, rather than having to do it a second time. There we go, there's a lot more being built now. And I suspect that the construction queue, I mean, there is a whole lot in here, to be fair. 7 pages. I don't think the estimation is necessarily active or accurate. It might be for the private sector, mind you, but not for us. A circular expedition. The expedition to map the West has been traveling in circles. So either pick a random direction and push on, or wait for night to fall and use stars as guide. Let's see, so push on, there is either a good chance to get hopefully lost or back on track, or we get into minor peril by waiting for nightfall. Wait for nightfall. I think we're going to afford a little bit of peril. We just need to, you know, hopefully not get lost, because I have a feeling that if we had gotten hopelessly lost, the peril would be even bigger. There we go, that gold mine is almost done. How much did we actually get money from the... So minting? Right, so we get about £7,500 a week from gold. So I have to go to Arizona and California. California being the biggest one, of course. Of course, it does also have the largest amount of gold mines. They're not actually fully hard yet. An explorer's life for me. Yeah, we'll reduce the peril a little bit. That's fine. Now, how's Minnesota looking like? They've still got the 3 locations in there that need to be colonized. That's alright, there's a whole lot of textile mills being built. And then, of course, we haven't really focused on expanding too much yet our military or anything like that. We do still have the 60 regular battalions and total 90. Which isn't too bad. I mean, it's not a huge army, mind you, but it's not the worst. How's the text coming along? There is the... Oh, shotgun is almost done, actually. In which case, what we might want to do is... what do we want to actually queue up there? Well, the repeaters could be handy. I mean, we've got part of that already, so yeah, we'll get that one. And then we'll get the psychiatry. Still got 21 months on the chemical pollution, though. That should be alright. Yeah, there we go, there's a shotgun. When the Earth opens its mouth. Making their way through the mountains, the expedition finds a dangerous gorge. The guide advises them to take a longer, more secure route instead of crossing it. Yeah, we'll go around, I think. There we go, 38 million GDP. I'm hoping that we can fit hit 40 million soon enough. Oh, it's the enlistment officers that are spreading. Okay. And that's fine by me. Oh, private sector is building up another fertilizer plant over here in Texas. I mean, there is a... actually, there's not a whole lot in here yet. I suppose there's not a whole lot of peasants in Texas yet either. Or, yeah, the population total is like 200,000, so it's nothing massive. It will probably improve. Ooh, expedition went forward. Proceeded without incident, so we are now 3 out of 8 for the progress. What's this then? Canada's having rolled. I don't think... well, actually, no. We'll lean towards them. I doubt they'll actually need my help. It's a very small revolt over here. For Lower Canada. Which I guess would be like Quebec and some of the other stuff there. Ooh, New Mexico's not so far off from being completed either, actually. And then Arizona's going to take a little while. Oh. Snow on the ground. Some members of the expedition have expressed concern that the weather is turning against them. They insist on hunkering down to avoid the worst of it. So we're going to have to press on. Or we can heed their warning and delay a little bit. I think we'll just delay. Snow clears. Great news. Minor progress. There we go. So now we are about halfway done through the expedition. We've got about 16 years for the influencing Hawaii. We are improving relations with them and all that, but I don't think we'll be able to initially get them as a subject unless there's the coup in there, which might still happen. Oh, an expedition went forward again without incident. Oh, actually, no, I think there was a slight incident. Well, the peril did at least increase tiny bit, I think, but nonetheless, not too bad. Right, we've still got quite a bit of steel mills queued up. And then, well, one steel mill, a paper mill, some iron mines. I mean, basically, we've got a whole lot of things expanding on their own. I think what we might do, though, is... Oh, the Dutch were building a coal mine. I'm going to go ahead and take off the automatic expansion from all the buildings for a little while, because we've got such a long queue right now there. We might put that back on again at some point, especially in places that are very high productivity. Okay, so there's no gold mines to add. Just have to double check. Oh wait, that's the subsidies for the port. I mean, I guess that's fine. Just leave off for the time being. Right then. And so that the expedition reaches the Pacific coast soon enough. Okay, and now we can't join on this one anymore, so we'll just declare neutrality. They didn't invite us. Not that they really needed. Ooh, another progress. It did increase the peril again slightly. But we are just 2 more progress away from completing the expedition. We should get that done soon enough. And also, how is the institution... Oh, that's 10 weeks away, okay. But during that time, or rather after that, we should have quite a bit of more... Well, there's a bit more progress happening on the colonies over here. Of course, there is only... Well, actually, there's still 8 colonies active. So it's going to take a while. Oh, we've got another circular expedition. We'll take the minor peril again. I think we'll still be fine. We just need 2 more or if we can get 1 major progress somewhere, or proper progress, then that's already going to be enough to complete the expedition. We may need to increase the navy size a little bit as well. Oh wow, the market access in California is just insanely bad right now. Perhaps, well, first of all, how bad is the... turmoil is still pretty bad. Yeah, that's definitely hindering us quite a bit in there. Although that's, well, it's mostly just thinking about the construction efficiency over here, and yeah, it's going to be rather diminished, I reckon. At least like minus 40% or something like that. Although, we could probably, let's actually have a look at the, okay, there's still quite a few things in here. Let's get the port in California underway. That's, yeah, it's not going to be, minus 61% still. That doesn't seem very good, I will admit. Oh, there we go, there's the Colonial Affairs. And we got another circular expedition. You know what, we'll push on. Back on track. Great news, we get progress, and that should mean that the expedition is completed. Aha, it has been completed. Buenaventura River. After a long and arduous journey, the expedition has finally come to an end. The most interesting discovery of the journey was that the long-fabled Buenaventura River does not actually exist. Disappointment, but an educational one. So he gets the Explorer, and we get a bit of extra prestige for 5 years. That'll be rather handy. Do we have any more expeditions that we could maybe do? Oh yeah, I'm have to... Wait, didn't we already have that? Pretty sure we just did that, didn't we? The West Frontier, I'm pretty sure that we did, but you know what? If we can send another one, I guess that's fair. Right, we'll send the Explorer fellow again. Should be able to complete that fairly quickly. So he's reached Utah. Oh, reached Colorado. Okay. I'm not entirely sure if we're going the wrong way around, or I don't know. Suppose it doesn't matter too much. Order to petition the government. Oh, the one. Okay, so the ones. Combination ads. Oh. No, we can't do that one. If we want peace, the envoy suggests a more hardline foreign policy towards Mexico due to our poor relations. Yeah, I guess we're going to hurt the relations a little bit. That's fine. How long do we still have a truce with them? Or do we? We do still have a truce with them. 7 more months. Okay, after that we could potentially do another war against them. Although we need to be a little bit careful with the infamy, but yeah, they don't have a whole lot of an army. Whereas our army... It's actually the 12th largest army in the world right now. Our faction is now number 5. Yeah, we've overtaken the Austrian and the Ottoman factions, so that's good. The cohesion isn't necessarily the best. We've got 10 countries in here, mind you, so that probably makes a bit of a difference. So we're getting another mandate in... Oh, do we have 2 minor members now? We do. Wait, so who do we have? Oh, right, Ecuador and Venezuela. That would do it. Fortunately, we cannot invite anyone. New Granada would like to, but we don't have enough leverage over them. And they're pretty much the only one right now that we even have positive leverage over. A disgraced exile. Following a violent struggle for power over the United States of America, the Yemen farmers have ended up on the losing side of history. Archer Sattel has attempted to flee the country to escape retaliation. He's part of the reactionary movement. Right, as a political martyr indefinitely. Ooh. You know what? We'll gamble with his life. Don't know if that worked out or not, but that's fine. Bear sightage. Oh, actually, we got a very good chance of successful bear hunt, so sure. It was successful, and we gained some progress out of it. Good. Right, so the port in California is still taking a while. Getting some more furniture manufactories built, so that's good. Textiles are doing good. So what are we actually? We're lacking quite a bit in wood currently. Oh, and capital interests. The interest of the industrialists in the lucrative wood trade with French Republic has led them to begin lobbying in favor of closer ties with the French Republic. Sure, I guess. I guess, do we actually have any more logging camps in the construction queue? I'd imagine yes, but I'm not entirely sure that we do. No, it doesn't look like it, actually. What about the private sector? They got... Well, that's not in our nation, though. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some more logging camps underway. Get Pennsylvania to 20. We'll probably get another 5 in New York as well. And get the ones in New Jersey. Massachusetts, we can probably get a few more. Just making sure that we get a lot more wood. I mean, I suppose another thing that we could do is, for example, Pennsylvania. I'm pretty sure that we've got plenty of hardwood production still. So we could switch the logging camps in here to switch, or prioritize the softwood production. Actually, no, over here there's a lot of industry, so maybe not there. Massachusetts, on the other hand, we could probably switch that one to just produce softwood. And maybe Virginia could do the same. So we'll get a little bit more wood production total. And that should then reduce the deficit, of course, that we do have currently in the production. We do also need a lot of iron, but I believe we've got some iron mines underway, so I'm not overly concerned by that. We will also need to get some more administration buildings, I reckon. How many do we already have in New York? 11. I'm going to get another 2 in there. And then we'll get another 2 later on, but we'll have 2 being built immediately and then 2 later on. So that way we can get a bit more. How's the investment port? I mean, it's still growing. It's not growing a whole lot, but it is growing. We still, of course, got... gold depleted in Arizona. Okay, that's unfortunate. But that does also mean that we can get some more gold mines. So we might as well prioritize... Well, not prioritize. Hey, New Mexico has been colonized. Let's get the incorporation going in there. And that is then yet another state that we fully control. So now there's only Utah and Arizona that we need to colonize in there. And I'm pretty sure that we are... Well, the speed is increasing now with the yet another colony being completed. Of course, the increase is like 1/8 or something like that. So it's not a whole lot, or 1/8 compared to the previous one that we had. Oh, there we go. Mechanized workshops completed. So that's the textile mills, furnace factories get some boost. Let's go ahead and get those underway. Oh, right, and artillery, of course. We could get the smooth bores. Get much more artillery production going. So, furniture manufacturers, let's get the mechanized workshop. That's going to be a whole lot of furniture. Which probably means that we can go with the luxury furniture production everywhere. And the textile mills, we'll get the sewing machines. That does require a bit of dyes and a lot of tools as well. We do have 33 levels already, and I think there's at least 3 being built, I think, yeah. This is the background over there is a bit similar. Or the sleeve of that... shirt is a bit similar as the font there, so I'm not entirely sure if there's some extras. But anyway, so we'll switch that on. I'd also suppose craftsmanship, we don't have any silk in our market, so that's a bit of a problem. And then we could have the mechanized looms, but I don't think we need that one yet. Somewhere down the line, yes, but right now we don't have the tool production for it, quite frankly. And tools are the third highest, yeah, I suppose the third highest demand that we have in our market. Ah, right, we'll go around the gorge. So it definitely seems like we are, okay, so we're back in Utah. Ooh, baking powder is spreading. Well, that's actually quite handy. It looks like Montana is soon enough done, I think. Most of the remainder over here is part of Idaho. Oh, Minnesota is completed. Alright then, let's get that one incorporating. That's a bit of a larger one. What are they actually... Oh, there's a lot of sulfur and iron mines there. Maybe we'll go and get a few iron mines in here. Get that industry going. Ooh, Swollen River. Ah, we can either have a safe crossing or... I mean, it's only 40% chance of capsized raft, and that's fine. Safe crossing, excellent, we get some progress. Ooh, there we go, already halfway done. Right, the market access in California is still quite terrifyingly bad, but I reckon... Well, once we get the port over here, that's definitely going to help, and the railway is also going to help. But of course, we still have quite a bit of construction on our way. Admittedly, a lot of that is the iron mines and the various other things that we queued up. But there's still like 6 pages nearly that we had already queued up before we started adding more there. Oh, Soviet expedition. Right, we'll just push on. Oh, we're hopelessly lost. We're getting some peril. Alright, well, we are 50-50 over here. Ooh, there we go, postal savings. So max cash for those increases. So we can have more debt, essentially, is what it basically boils down to. And the investment port is going to get some more money from the farm. Oh, there we go, Montana's completed. Start incorporating that. I think we may need to increase the priority of those government administration buildings that we queued up in here. All enthusiastic partisans. Yeah, we'll crack down on the Democratic Party. And I'm hoping that the Republicans should be able to win the election. I mean, at least the loyalists are doing... Oh, alright, the frost starting over here. That's not great. In June, of all things. Ooh, psychiatry is spreading. I mean, I'm not entirely surprised by that, admittedly. Because I'm pretty sure that that was pretty much the only one left around. New quest. Yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and hunt. And then hopefully we'll get some good stuff out of it. We'll go for the small animals. Well, actually, at this point, it's 75% chance of progress. We'll try... Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. That is a good one. Now, the election. So, yeah, the Republican Party should be the winning one out of that election. So, Montana was completed. So, now we might be getting pretty close to hitting the max colonization speed. For the frontier wars, we still need to get... Oh, now how diplomatic play against us. So, I suppose we'll send the Army of Florida again. That should be alright. And there we go. We hit 40 million in GDP. Oh, Mexico supporting separatism. Anglo-Canadian National Awakening. Alright then. No other ground will heed the warning. So that should... Or that will delay us a little bit, but it's fine. We'll get some progress. I suppose there's not a whole lot of our populations in Mexico, are there? Presumably no. So we can't do anything about that. I don't know about over here, though. Is there... no. Well, there's some Yankees, actually. Ah, but right, I don't think none of the states have Yankee as a primary culture yet. Probably not yet. They might eventually, though, but not yet. Right, we're having a shortage on explosives right now, which is not exactly ideal. Forced democracy. I don't want to take a hit on the legitimacy, quite frankly, so I guess we'll just take the hit on the momentum then. Oh, that's getting awfully close. It's a really tight election right now. Well, we've still got over 100 days before the actual election happens, though. So I think we'll be fine, but yeah, it's not looking the best right now. That's for sure. If there are still any more states that we could start incorporating, no, we're incorporating still quite a few of them. But of course, once we complete the... well, then once we actually win the war against the Navajo, that should make life a lot easier for us. Oh. We'll take the minor progress and we'll get some more prestige again. And that should be once again completed. So we've reached Oregon. There we go, the Great Salt Lake. Wonderful news. Ah, okay. So we get a bit more prestige. Do we still have another... Oh, okay, so there's still more mapping to be done. Oh, also, the Oregon dispute. Let's see, so at least one of these have discovered the Oregon Trail by mapping the American West Frontier. And own Wyoming? Or Wyoming? I don't know how that's pronounced. We need to have better relations with the British, so let's actually go ahead and start improving relations with them once again. It's been a while since we've done that. But yeah, we should be able to reach that one. Once we get the colonization over here completed, that should be getting... Oh, campaign financing. Right, we can support the Republican Party a little bit. Sure. So we'll get a tiny bit more momentum. That should mean that they will win the election. Then we can pass some more laws, hopefully. The laws that we want to pass in this case, rather. And what are we building right now? Furniture manufacturing, another paper mill, 2 food industries. There's actually a third one as well. Well, there's another 2 after that. Well, I mean, food industries are important. How many things are we actually the leading producer of? Or in the top 3 at least. So we're the leading producer of lead. Then we're the second highest on oil, gold, groceries, clothing, clippers, tobacco and fertilizer, and number 3 in man of wars, fabrics and sulfur. Alright then, I mean, we'll probably be getting the ironclad ships also in the not too distant future. Although right now, I suppose we're going to be researching repeaters and the enlistment officers are currently spreading. And the war against the Navajo has started. This is probably going to be a fairly easy victory for us, though. Yeah, well... Yeah, pursuit. Basically, taking over all of that, and that's 53% of the state. Which isn't a whole lot. They don't have that many territories in there anyway. But now we're down to 5 colonies, so that probably means that these are... Well, they're not spreading the top speed yet, but soon. Did we already send another... No, we didn't send another expedition, did we? Ah, we got another mandate. Right, let's have a look at the possible options. So we could either upgrade this one So bolstering costs and suppression costs go down. Market unification. Trade advantage with power block. Let's have a look at the other things that we could perhaps add. The construction would be kind of handy. All the advanced research. External trade is not too bad either. Foreign investment. Or colonial offices, that could also be somewhat handy, but I think... Ooh, freedom of movement. Also, migration... Yeah. That could be very handy, actually. Having a whole lot of people moving to a power block. But let's have a look. We could also, alternatively, upgrade this one. Ideological truth. So, party whip impact on ideological incoherence. And, oh, plus 25 minimum legitimacy. Oh, that would be quite handy. And then, what if we were to upgrade the market unification? Oh, that's more infrastructure. Oh, actually, I like the idea of that. Sure. We'll upgrade that one. Which means that the situation in California, for example, should be slightly improved. I don't know how much exactly, but it should be improved. I suppose... Ooh, Hunter is our new president. Ah, okay. So the Republican Party did win. Let's get the... Wait a minute, what? Wait, not the Democratic Party, but the Republican Party. I guess the legitimacy is going to be kind of low regardless. But we will go with that nonetheless. I suspect it might change a little bit. But yeah, trying to pass any laws right now might be a wee bit difficult. Because we've still got the war. Actually, who's in charge of the army over here? That is Coffee. Right, actually, we'll have to do that in the next episode, just sending another expedition down here, because we have run out of time with this episode. So if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll check the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye-bye.